Well, you know I had to do it. You knew it was coming. It's part of my job on YouTube reviewing headphones, the brand new Soundcore Life Q30s. You need me, your boy, to buy these things and review them for you because you know, people watching this video, that I tell it like it is. No special privilege here, everybody. Nothing special here. Money bought these things. I paid for these with my own money. No special privilege. Soundcore, Anker, never came around. The tweet went out. The retweets went out, they never came around. They just didn't come around. Now, a lot of other YouTubers that got their hands on these things, they were treated very well. And you know what? I do give Soundcore, Anker, whoever runs the shit show, I give them a lot of credit. I give them tons of credit for being that good to other YouTubers, but in the case of me, that was not the case. But you know what? I'm happy about that because I paid for these, I feel free. I'm like an eagle. You know, I get to review these things, I get to interact with these things, I get to tell it like it is, and I get to use them just like you do. The person that's watching this video, the person that clicked on to see what do you get inside of these things, what are your reactions, what do you get for paying $80 for a pair of ANC headphones by Soundcore. So not only do I give you the review from a consumer's perspective because I paid for these, but you get no limitations on what you can ask me to say about them, what you want to know. So we're going to take a look at these things. I'm going to unbox them for you. We're going to see what you get in the box. We're going to take a look at these first impressions, the app. So if you're joining in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss when I upload. Enough talking, enough of that. Let's get to the unboxing. That was terrible. All right, so here we go. So this is the presentation. You know, I was kind of digging the black vibe when they were promoting this thing, and I thought they were going to keep that vibe going, but it doesn't seem like they are going to do that. It seems like they're going with the standard packaging that we're kind of used to. Now, for those of you that don't know, I did review their prior headphones, the Life Q10s, and I completely hated them. So I'm giving them another chance with this, and these do look very, very promising. So here it is. Taking a look at the sides, you get the breakdown of what you get in the box. Now, of course, I did pre-order these with Amazon using the code, so I paid for that prepaid code, whatever it was, so I got it in time. Now, let's open these bad boys up. Boom! Tape is off. All right. So, let's take a look when you open it up. Let's see what you get inside of these. And already, first thing out of the box, we got a carrying case, people. We've got a carrying case. That is a good start. Good job on that, Soundcore. One of the biggest issues I had with the Life Q10s, and you fixed it within the first 2 seconds of me opening the box. It smells just like being in a Chinese factory. I'm just playing. So let's open these bad boys up. Ooh, presentation is nice. Fresh, clean. So let's take a look at the accessories. So inside we do have our headphone jack for those of you that are old style, but these, again, they are really cheaply made, so chuck them to the side. But we also get some paperwork here that explains how the headphones work. If you're a standard type that likes to read, you could definitely read the paper. Also, we get a USB-C cable that's powered by Anker, so that is nice to know that the battery and power comes from Anker. But let's take a look at these headphones themselves, and ooh, okay. All right, so we have here, so let's switch it over to my ugly face. So here they are. Here are these bad boys, the Life Q30s. Now, I'm just gonna say, starting off, I was kind of expecting these things to feel really, really cheap like the Life Q10s, but they don't feel that bad. They feel a lot better. They are a lot lighter than I was anticipating, and also for comparisons, I have my AKG, which are my daily drivers, but we will see how these do, if they can replace them. But taking a look at the first impressions, I gotta say, I really am digging the build quality. The headband feels really nice, it's soft, it's breathable, which is something that they are very known for. The ear cups swivel in and out, I like that a lot. The ear cups themselves, they do feel comfortable. They do have a little plasticky, again, but honestly, taking a look at this and comparing it to my AKGs, they're actually not that far off, and they don't feel that cheap compared to the Life Q10, so I actually got to give them credit. It does feel nice. So this side, the right ear cup, from what I'm seeing, is the transparency and NFC pairing. So we'll get to all that in just a second, but let's take a look at the stretch test. Stretches nicely with no flexing in there. There is a little bit of flex at the top, but at least you know they are big head certified. I don't know where I got that guy from, but somebody tell me where I took that from. So let's hear this beautiful snap. Oh, that would have been so clean if I had got that on one shot. All right, so now that we got them out, let's take a look at the headband. These are made of metal, which is a good positive. I like that it has a nice flush metal. I'm really digging this black. Let's also get that paper out of there. I'm actually digging the black. I like the black. I like it really good. So I'm gonna take my hat off and then we'll put them on and then I'll turn these bad boys on and then we'll start syncing them up with the app, see what the experience is like. Okay, so putting them on, they feel pretty good. A little rattly, not too much clamping force that I'm noticing, but it covers my entire ear. It is very comfortable. They don't feel like, I would say, where most ANC headphones, they push into you. They feel a little more breathable, I would say, but they don't have a more like a sturdy, whereas something compared to like the AKGs, for example, like when I put these on, for just as a comparison, the ear cups feel more solid and they feel more of a different shape. It's more rounder. This is more circular. So these feel more clampy, but also feel more secure on my head. But they still feel relatively comfortable. I'm not gonna say much about them. They feel relatively. The buttons this time around, from the last time I remember, when you click the buttons, they were very, very clicky, but this time around, they definitely seem to have got that right. So it does feel pretty comfortable. So let's get right to the app. So let's sync these bad boys up. Let's get to it. Okay, we got our Soundcore. All right, we are in the Bluetooth pairing, so we are going over to Bluetooth. Let's see if it finds it. The ANC is on right now as we speak, so I can still hear myself, but of course we'll have to check that out. They have different multi-modes. We are going to pair these up, and boom, paired up. So let's take a look quickly at what we get with the app. So I'm going to open up the Soundcore app. I'm holding it on my phone here, but you're seeing it on your screen. So this is what I see. Let's add a device, Life Series. They have another version of these headphones called the Tune. I don't know what the differences are, but we'll have to check that out. But let's take a look. Life Q30s, paired up in sync, and boom! So this is what we get in the app. So the app here looks really nice. This is actually one of my biggest things that I was really looking forward to, the app support. I'm really digging the app support. I like that they give these pair of headphones app support. I really, really do enjoy that. And I'm really enjoying from what I'm seeing so far in the menu screen. But let's take a look. So we have the noise canceling. So we have 3 different modes. So we have outdoor, indoor, and transparent. So let's switch it over to indoor since I'm... Whoa, I actually felt the difference there. That was pretty cool. Let's take a look at transport. Okay, and I heard some noise over there. You guys can see my ceiling is ringing around. So wow, so these do actually change as your environment. So I'm actually kind of curious to test it out as we go along. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Let's take a look at transparency for a sec. Transparency, and whoa, that actually sounds not that bad. So I can hear things around me. I can definitely make out what I'm hearing. I can hear myself talking again, but I can hear the room in front of me, also the echo, and it sounds a little hollow, but I think with most ambient sounds, mostly it comes down to the microphone placement. Thankfully, these bad boys have 2 mics, so I like what I'm hearing so far. And then normal is just when you turn everything off. So if you want to turn transparency mode on, from what they said, you got to hold the right side for 2 seconds. So let's take a look. Okay, that was actually really quick, and I like that. I like you just gotta press the ear cups. Okay, so now let's see what else we get in here. I'm gonna turn on transparency just for this. Oh, that's cool. In the app, it changes color. So it goes from purple, and if I do this right, I like that. I like that attention to detail there. Good job on that one, Soundcore. So it has something called sleep mode, which is a little bit of ambient. So you can mix and match what you want to hear. You can make up your whatever sleep schedule. So if you want to use these to go to sleep, you can do that. So that's actually kind of cool, but I don't think I'll use that. Now let's take a look at the EQ settings. So let's see, we have... Oh wow, we got a wide variety of choices. So we got Soundcore Signature, Acoustic, Bass Booster, Bass Reducer. We got so many. Wow. That's like over, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18, 20, 22. That's 24 different EQ settings. That is incredible. Props on that again, Soundcore. That is excellent. And then you can make your own custom EQ. You can customize, but for the purpose, we're gonna leave it on Soundcore Signature. You get your battery life indicator in the device settings. You can update your firmware. We are up to date, good to go. And it looks like that's everything in the app. So I guess the only thing left to do now is just do a sound test. So I'm gonna play a classic 80s songs and let's see See how that goes. Start from the beginning. Okay. All right. These sound really good, actually. Ooh, that is actually really good. Let me hear the vocals now. Let's go. Let's get to the vocals. Come to your life. There's no turning back. That is actually really good. Wow. You turn the volume up. Ooh, and it gets nice and loud. Let's try it with noise canceling. Okay, so that sounded really good. That's a classic 80s song. If you guys know the song, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna listen to some bass boosted music. But first impressions, these sound so much better than the Life Q10s, but there's good separation. But something I noticed, the transparency mode, it's a little bit bass punchier, so there's a little bit more emphasis on bass, but with noise canceling, it sounds more blended naturally. So there is a little bit of a difference in sound quality, but maybe of course they can patch that up. But now let's listen to one more song from the list here, and then we'll finish up this video. Okay, all right. I'm having too much fun with this. All right, we gotta stop. I'm having too much fun with this. Okay, so I'm gonna just say it right now, guys. These things are a winner. I didn't even need to go in. These things sound amazing. They sound 10 times better than the Life Q10s. Soundcore, y'all were listening. You knew what you were doing. You were listening when you were doing these things. You heard me. You heard my complaints. You knew I was right, and you fixed them, and you did great. Now, of course, I am going to extensively test these things out, but honestly, I gotta say, first impressions, I'm having fun with these. Now, of course, there are a few things I will nitpick here and there, but we'll get to that in the review. But right now, first impression, guys, I gotta say, this is incredible. This is honestly a full 360 experience I had with the Q10s versus this, so this is a good start. So, that is the Soundcore Life Q30s. Now, of course, this was an unboxing and first impressions video, so you'll have to wait for my more detailed review, which will be in about maybe a few weeks or less, depending on how far I can go with these. But right now, I'm telling y'all right now, the money for 60 bucks that I paid for these, I'm keeping them. But we'll have to get to that review. So, with that said, I bid you lovely people a good day.